Welcome to the Two Curries and a Ranch podcast. I'm Jeff, the Ranch. I'm here with the two Curries, Nina and Rita. And today, we're going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to Nina's heart. Body hair.
My heart? How is it my heart that it's
there's
dear
hair
to?
on your chest. It's closer to your heart, Jeffrey, than it is to ours, okay?
You wanted to talk about this topic ever since we started this podcast. In fact,
We
this was
thought
going to
it'd
be the first
funny.
topic.
This was going to be the first topic. I remember that, Nina. That's squarely on your shoulders.
Yeah, okay, whatever. But like that doesn't mean it's near and dear to my heart. I just thought it'd be funny to talk about.
Obvious.
Body hair
It's
is
very
not
important.
something I'm very happy about, okay? It doesn't make me happy. Like
I
makes
mean,
me very sad.
I
I
that's why
can't
it's at the
afford to
foref-
professionally permanently remove all of it. So
That's why it's at the forefront of your brain. Is because it's always there. It just keeps coming back.
I know.
It does.
It keeps coming back. A. B,
You know-
it comes back in the wrong places. Although I will say that I had we'll call him a guy, say to me,
We'll
I
call him a
love hairy women. And I was like, okay. And I showed him a picture of me with a sleeveless top on. And he's like, I don't see any hair in your arms. Like he was upset. And I'm like, well, I have it. He's like, I think you're lying. And I'm like,
Oh, you're lying.
I make
You're a
that
body
up?
hair liar.
So there are men who like hairy parts. Now, other parts too. And then there are men who I remember one time I was talking to a guy met 20 years ago, and he was like, I can't even see a trace of hair, a single body hair on your body. And I was like, dude, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, like, we're human. We have hair. That's like one of the things that comes with being human. Now, okay, there are definitely cultural norms, cultural differences, but and also subculture differences, right? Like, I think there's a whole whatever. Recently, I have been under a little bit of stress, and I just keep losing 10, 20, 70 strands at a time. Like, I'm just
Of
losing
hair on your
hair
head?
off of my head. Yes, Jeffrey, that is the correct face to make. Like, it's just
Oh.
yeah, which is not cute. I want to save it somehow and tape it to my head or figure out how to stop it, guys. We're not just abandoning ship right now. We've already gone gray. We don't need to go bald too.
Now, does this go along with something we talked about before, which is going to Turkey to restore a hairline?
So yeah, Nina, do you know this, that men do this? Well, I won't say men. Turkey has built a tourist trade. Like, it's an industry there where you can go to Turkey and get new hair, and it's a whole surgery thing. You walk in and I think they do the whole pick up from the airport, take you to a place. It's like a spa experience. You're there for as many days as you need to do. You meet with the doctors. They do the surgery as quickly as possible, and you leave. I think it's like a 4-day trip.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's great. It's probably a lot cheaper there than it would be in America, correct?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I think an airline ticket there would be let's say $1,000 at the most, right? Around.
Mhm.
We'll average $1,000 for a flight there. You do this treatment. Let's say it's even on the outside. I have done zero research. I have no idea. I'm gonna just pull a number out of my hat. $4,000. Okay. So for $5,000, whereas I think the anesthesia here would cost you $5,000.
Right. Right.
As you know, I spend a lot of time on Instagram.
We've talked about that before, right here on the pod.
A lot of time is a euphemism for I spend my life on Instagram.
I can't, Nina. I have a lot of shit to do. I haven't been on Instagram today at all. But
Did they
Anyway,
write you a letter saying
We miss
like
you.
the way that Macy's wrote my mom a letter saying, "Where have you been? Did we offend you?"
I mean, no, but like my Verizon probably will be happier with me because I'm using less data today. Um, but I did come across a reel where like it was almost a bachelor party. It was like 4 guys that were just all going to Turkey, and this was their like boys' weekend, and they were all coming back with hairlines, like
Hmm.
significantly different hairlines than they went on the
That's
strip
very
tour.
cool. My mom tells me every other day she needs a wig, and I'm just not ready for her to be in a wig. Like,
I
I
mean, if it gives
realize
her
she is losing most of her hair, and I don't know.
I mean, if it gives her confidence, Nina, I don't see what the problem
I don't
would
know, I
be.
just can't see that. We bought this one wig one time, and it was, like, ridiculous. Like,
Okay.
oh,
This is what
Was
this
it
is what I've
long and
learned from my
flowing?
yeah,
Tell
it
me it
was
was long and
long and
flowing.
flowing, and it was like she looked like she was, like, 20 years younger, and I was like, "No, dude, I can't do this. We look like sisters now, I can't have this."
Oh, so it was your problem.
Oh,
You
yeah, my
couldn't handle
problem, definitely.
I mean, from what I've learned from my friends who do have, a collection of wigs is that you have to spend some money on them
Yeah.
to have them look good, so
I mean, I wouldn't be above wearing a wig if my hair fell out, you know? Like, if for
yeah, so
whatever
then let
reason.
your mom have her down to her butt hair on a wig,
I
come
mean,
on.
no, it's not like I just haven't gotten around to getting her one, but, I just don't know which one. Anyways, moving on. Um,
Nina's things to do list.
eh,
Um, yeah, but, like, I did think that the turkey thing was kinda cool. I
yeah.
just don't know if it's, like
Mhm.
if they've done any research in terms of, like, super long term.
Yeah.
Like, these
I
guys
can
look like they were in
Yeah.
their
guarantee you it's
30s, but
not, like, FDA approved, okay? Like,
who's Googling this? Is one of us Googling this? I
no,
feel
no,
like
no, no, no,
We
we're
should
not
be.
somebody
Googling this.
listening
Oh
to
my
us is gonna
god,
do
oh my
it.
god. Okay, anyways, we're talking about body hair.
That is body hair,
So
Nina, it's on your head, it's on our bodies. What else do you want
oh, no, 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 you research, and we're gonna talk about how in perimenopause,
Oh, sweet baby Christmas.
sometimes, I won't say who or what, sometimes people lose, let's say, the hair on their legs, and it all just shows up on their face, okay? Again, we're
From
not
what?
naming
It might
names.
happen.
Rumor is this happens, okay? And it's rough, okay?
I I will tell you
Especially
that
when you have to use a man's razor because, again, you don't have the means to permanently remove the hair. So you use a man's razor, you cut yourself, and then you have to
Oh,
go
yeah.
out in public with a little white piece of toilet paper on your chin because you are bleeding out. Like, if someone saw you, they'd be like, "Oh my god, do you need an ambulance?" So I'm just saying that it's rough for a hoe out there, okay?
I just want you
Um,
to notice,
mm.
Jeffrey, that she said it, not
She did. It
not
was her.
us.
Earlier, we were talking about hair not growing in the right places.
Uh-huh.
And Nina, one thing you said once was chin hair are like the fuckboys of hair. Would you care to elaborate?
Can I tell you that they just pop out, okay? With no warning. Like, literally, they are so hard, okay? Like, it's not hair, it's like they're like hay, like, they're like I don't even know, like, how to describe it, and I'm a writer, but they're so hard. And then you try to, like, scrape them off, and again, you use a man's razor, it's very dangerous, okay? It's
Mhm.
very dangerous. You can cut yourself. And so it ends
Yes.
up being a medical situation some days. Yeah, that's why I would call them that. I'm Sikh, Sikh, and in my religion, some of the women we're not supposed to cut our hair, and some of the women do not remove any body hair. So
Oh,
one
wow.
time these Sikh women did a spread on the Huffington Post where they showed themselves with body hair, like armpit hair and leg hair. And I thought it was very interesting, so I showed it to one of my classes in college and wanted to see what the reaction was of the students. And I
Yeah.
got a lot of mixed reactions, like, some guys were like, "Ew, that's gross." One guy was like, "I don't mind at all," and then another guy was like, "Oh, I really like it," and I'm like, "Okay,"
Hmm.
like,
Mhm.
one woman was like, "I really respect these women for just putting it all out there."
Yeah.
So, in some cultures, funny enough, Indian people are like the hairiest people alive, and they hate body hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
okay. Culturally, I agree with you that in general, they've followed like the Western culture of, sugaring, waxing, definitely like threading. We do a lot of like, there is definitely, but do you think there's got to be sick people that are out there that aren't cutting their hair?
Oh,
That
yes. I mean, there are women who I know who don't get rid of their facial hair even,
Mm.
and they just, walk around with it. I mean, they just don't have any problem with it, and I really respect that. In fact, there's a woman who's a Sikh woman who wears a turban, and she has a disorder, and she has a full-on beard.
I follow her on Instagram.
Y
She's actually, and it's really interesting, her whole story, her whole why she's chosen to go with it. It wasn't all just religious, but it's a very interesting story that she has. I eh, I will say I'm kind of, because I follow her, she might be thinking about getting rid of it, Nina. It's like a proper beard, and
Yeah.
she's so pretty. Like she does her makeup really well. She has her nails, like, she's feminine in, well, okay, she's cis feminine in every other way, right? Like, she portrays herself as, like, the way that Western culture pushes femininity,
Mhm.
physical femininity.
I mean,
Um,
I guarantee you the reason that she probably is thinking about removing the beard is because she's having a hard time finding a man who is accepting of it.
but you would think there's gotta be, like, a sick key somewhere that's like, "Yep, I'm good."
I do know of women who keep they're not like full on beards, like a little bit of hair under their chin or as a mustache, and they keep it. And they have husbands, and the husbands seem to think it's a religious thing, and they don't mind it, and it's all good. I remember talking to a woman who was in one of these conferences, sick conferences, and her daughter was getting an extreme amount of facial hair, and she was like 11 or 12, and she was getting teased at school because of it.
Mm.
And what she said to me is, "I have a dilemma because I don't know if I should give her the medicine to remove it, or if I should let it be and let her because in our religion, we believe that she believed the guru gave her this hair as a gift." I'm gonna tell you something. I think if your 11-year-old kid is getting teased, I mean, I don't know because like kids 11-year-old kids who have long hair who are boys who wear turbans are also teased.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I get every individual has to make that decision. I am a Sikh, but I am not my father did not wear a turban, so I have a different perspective than some Sikhs do about hair in general. I never cut my hair until I was 26, was the
Oh,
first time I
wow.
"Oh,
ever cut
really?
my
The first time?"
What?
Except for you, that was really the first time you
Oh, no, I cut it a little bit, like, myself, but the first time I actually, like, got a haircut was when I was 26.
except for the time when you cut your eyelashes.
I I didn't cut them, I thought about cutting them because I was made fun of because they were so long. Yeah.
I thought you actually cut them.
I didn't, I thought about it. Like, these people in my home ec class were like, "You should cut those. They're, like, so offensive."
Oh
Now,
God.
they're the most beautiful thing that anybody sees on my face, so there to those monsters that were in my class. It's a lot to not be in the social norm, especially when we live in a country where men want women to look like children, be hairless, and
Um, I don't know about that, Nina. Do you think they want women to look like children, or is that who you've run across? Because you and I have both know folks who like your person that you were talking about who want somebody with hair, who are really
it's very few and far between. Oh, no, it's not that few and far between because I've run across
exactly.
about 3 or 4 dudes who are like, "Oh, I don't mind hair at all." And some of them were like, "I like it."
Hmm.
What's your perspective on women's body hair? Go.
Well, as you both know, my my type is girl next door, which you also both hate is my type. That's a different
No, I
topic for a
don't
different
hate that.
episode.
I honestly don't hate that. That's
No,
not true. I just hate Ivanka Trump as somebody that you think is hot. Okay, and we're
I
gonna talk about
do.
that on a different episode.
I mean, her politics are a whole other story, but she is gorgeous. So,
Okay, moving
anyhow,
on.
anyhow, so I like Girl Next Door because I like femininity. I don't like high maintenance, but I do like femininity, and yes, to me, what goes along with femininity is smooth skin.
Smooth skin without hair.
so like
Yeah,
eyebrows down, hairless.
I realize this is a lot of work for women. I get it, but yes,
You're not the only one. You're probably in the norm in
yeah,
America.
yeah,
In
Um,
America. I think that
yeah.
is like the key right there. I do think that European I mean, I know that Europe has a different sort of whatever. We've also changed over the years, right? Like I think time has also changed. I think that
American culture has permeated other countries like India, and now all the women are getting rid of all their hair, and all the men are
Oh,
expecting that in India
interesting.
because of Western culture and Western norms. Yeah.
I mean, definitely okay, listen, a shaped eyebrow, are we considering that hair removal or not?
A shaved eyebrow? Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to
Shape,
shave their eyebrow
exactly.
like, because they don't have good eyebrows and they just paint them back on, that's
No,
fine.
shaped, not shaved.
Shaped? Oh, shaped eyebrow, yeah, I mean, in some, Sikh women who don't remove any hair don't mess with their eyebrows either.
Jeffrey, do you think that a shaped eyebrow is hair removal?
I mean, I would say yes, but that's not something that matters to me. Whether the eyebrows are completely shaved, or whether they're shaped, or they're shaved off and painted on, or they're just there. That's something that
Really? You'd
yeah.
be okay with somebody who shaved their eyebrows completely off and painted them on? Like if they had eyebrows, they had like there's one thing about people who just don't have eyebrows, which I'm okay with, right? Like
Hmm.
folks that tattoo them on and that's all cool. But somebody who had eyebrows and they hated them so much that they shaved them off and drew them in every day, that's cool.
It's kinda
I'm okay with
gross,
that.
dude.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
mean, it's
that's
not.
something.
It's not really. I don't know how often I would find that. Right? It's because that's.
It's not
I
very common,
I think that's
Rita.
more of a. That's. I think that's more of a model thing, right?
Yeah.
But if I was dating a woman who was that I loved everything else about her, and she shaved off her eyebrows every day and painted them on, it wouldn't be the thing that made me go, you know what, I'm done.
I have very, thin skin, actually, like, literally thin skin,
Hmm.
like, when somebody was doing my eyebrows, they're like, "Damn, your skin is so thin," and I'm like, "I don't even know what that means," but, I'll start crying when I get,
Oh wow.
threaded. If I get my eyebrows threaded, I will start tearing up, so
Hmm. Do we have any parting words about body hair?
Yeah, you
My parting word. It's a sigh. I goddamn hate body hair. I hate the fact that I have to deal with it. Although I love it on men. I love me
Mm,
some male body hair. That's where I'm
mm,
gonna end with.
mm. Well, let's end with that. Well, so, so thanks everybody for joining us today and listening to us. You can find us on Instagram at Two Curries and a Ranch, the number two, Curries and a Ranch, all one word. We have a Facebook page. You can find the link to it in our show notes. You can email us at twocurriesandararanch@gmail.com. And Nina has a blog at ninacore.com, KAUR.com. And just within the last month, Nina has gotten
50K readers.
Woo!
awesome. That's awesome.
We're gonna try to milk that for some money.
She couldn't just enjoy it, Jeffrey. She just could just enjoy it. Have the team that's listening to us just congratulate her and walk on. Now she's got to be like, I'm gonna monetize on this. What I was gonna
Hell
say
yeah,
was,
I've been doing this for like a long time with no return on my investment, okay?
what I was also going to say, Jeffrey, is that I feel like we've missed some things, especially about India body hair. And like, I know that there are some things that somebody might want to tell us. And if you have something to say about body hair, please email us. We do actually check our emails and we check our DMs on Instagram. And so let us know if you have a burning thought about body hair.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We want to know. We want to know, and we'll talk about it right here. You'll be famous because we'll talk about you on our podcast right here. But we want to know. Well, feel free to review and subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts, and we will be back next time on... Oh, by the way, we had no technical problems this time. It was great. Good for us. We'll be back next time with more no technical problems here on Two Curries and a Ranch.